Well, hello. Welcome to Dave in Real Life. Obviously, some technical difficulties again. Uh, Laptop and YouTube not wanting to play ball with me, so no chat on the screen. I can't do naught about it. So if you want to see yourself, you're just gonna have to stay in the chat box. Nothing I can do about it. You're just gonna have to cope with it. So we've got the team sheets up instead throughout this stream, so that anybody what pops in can see exactly who is playing. Will remain up for the remainder of the stream. Hopefully, I get the chat back for the Wrexham Sheffield United game later. Sorry, this internet is just not wanting to work this morning or this afternoon. It's just been a pain in the ass, and I can't get it to fast track. It's just not having it, and I could be here for another 20 minutes trying to get it to work. So that's what's happening. I'm gonna have to use my phone to see what's going off. I'm going to actually put that on. So if you want to see yourselves in the chat, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to, other than in the chat section of your whatever device you're watching. So that's the game at the minute. Melissa, hello. We probably will lose. You'll probably be here to come and laugh at me, which is fine. I do expect Liverpool to have a tough game today. The starting 11s look like that is more than likely. Dave Sami Zayn is a face now. Oh, well, we got to assume so. He's took a massive, absolute massive beating from the bloodline last night. I don't really think the story of Sami Zayn, to be fair. I'm more interested in what will happen to Jey Uso. He walked away from it, didn't want to take any part of it. So I'm interested to see what happens with him going forward. Oh, glitch now. My phone's been a dick. So Khalid, shout out to you. Melissa, hello. Dylan, hello. God, actually quite a few people in the chat. Early risers. Didn't think we'd get so many people in, to be fair. It is kind of one of them where people are still ultra tired from last night, including myself and my laptop. My laptop has not taken this early stream much likely, because obviously YouTube's just been a douche. Just to kind of prove to you, look, that's where the chat would be, and it doesn't want to play. It's been a moron. I'll just move that. I'm trying to get that in line. So yeah, the chat where the chat would be has decided that it does not want to play along today. Trying to get this perfect, and it's not going to work. Bang. There we go. It's a bit unfair to the Brighton lineup, but hey ho. Jesse Jackhammer, hello. Shout out to you, sir. Obviously, we're all still feeling the effects from last night or early hours of this morning. If you're here in the UK, obviously I am. I am still all over the place. I literally got up at 11 o'clock. My laptop has just woken up. So yeah, that's the reason why there's no chat on the screen. So it's fine. We've got the team sheets up, so you can feast your eyes on that. We've got Steele, Lamptey, Webster, Dunk, Merch, McAllister, Gross, Welbeck, Mitoma, Ferguson, and Espedar. How do you say that? Espinan. Some simpler names: Allison, Trent, Canate, Gomez, Robinson, Berichick, Cater, Thiago, Sala, Gakpo, and Harvey Elliott at Liverpool starting on 11. Need Gakpo to start playing. I mean, I don't know how this game's going to go. Obviously, when they played in the league, it was all Brighton. Liverpool just having a tough time of it of late. Obviously, I've got a McAllister, promo thing, video package. Michelle Thomas, hello to you. Yes, so last night Royal Rumble, quite interesting, isn't it? I have had some reflection. I did say some quite harsh words about wrestling days last night, this morning, which I do regret. He did actually put in his head in that it was like a question mark to Uncle Harper. He didn't actually say that it was Uncle Harper, so I do stress that the thumbnail maybe have been a little bit more misleading than the actual title. So there you go. Leave that one alone. Anybody did anybody stop up and watch the press conference? I actually didn't go straight to bed. I actually watched the press conference. I just didn't want to stream it, to be honest. Wanted to soak it in. Thought that Cody was very professional. I liked Rhea's interview. Bray, very guarded with what he was saying, because obviously he knows more than what it'd be hard trying to interview Bray right now, just because how difficult it is. And my camera's crashed in the weirdest position. I don't know if that works for you guys, but it crashed for me. Yeah, there you go. We have got a bit of lag. I can see it on my my phone. That's how I'm seeing the chat right now. So yeah, sorry, I do apologize. It's middle of the day. It's morning. Well, it's middle of the afternoon. My end that everything is fine. It's just that yeah, the camera's just been a heel. So Dave, Edge is not finished with Judgment Day yet. I am not finished with you. Well, you shouldn't be ever finished with me, Khalid. He should always come. Fell asleep during the women's Rumble match. He missed a really good Rumble match. I think the Rumble matches were the highlight of the show for me. To be honest, I thought they were well booked. Thought they were quite fantastic actually. They were well booked matches. Yeah, was impressed. Some of the shocks, obviously Chelsea Green coming in and getting eliminated pretty much straight away. A little bit of fun, that one, to be quite honest with you. I just thought it was a hell of a good pay-per-view. I quite enjoyed it. Melissa says, My United board can do one. Oh, very so. No deals to be done in January. Then why have Chelsea spent 200 million this January? They were never going to do it. Liverpool are the same boat. Heard so many rumours about what Liverpool are going to do during this January transfer window. We bought in Jody Catpo and that's it. And I think that will be it. I don't expect any last minute signings for Liverpool at all. I know how Liverpool work. Klopp is very tight lipped and will not spend money if he doesn't feel he has to, or he won't be able to spend money because the board won't let him. He's just got to wait now to get his players back fit, and that's what we're waiting for. But Bericic, the young lad, is getting the time of his life because he's in this midfield, which he shouldn't even be in, given the injuries that we've got. I called it that Arns Waddle should have been at the Rumble. He was under the ring the entire time. Going to lunch, says Michelle. Don't be drinking alcohol, because we know what happens when you start drinking alcohol. After last night's performance, yeah, obviously we've got the casuals in. I don't think we're going to get any more today. I think this is going to be a low numbered stream, just because of the nature of the time and last night's Rumble. So yeah, I'm expecting small numbers today. I'm expecting a few more numbers for the Wrexham's Sheffield United game, if I'm being honest. A bit later on in the day. That is the last stream of today. I need rest. Exactly, I told you that he would be there. He did, under the ring. He was there all along. John Cena was there. You just didn't see him. So we're just seeing an FA Cup 5th round game between Liverpool and Brighton, where Liverpool won 6-1. That's not going to happen today. I think it's all about Liverpool today, to be honest. How well we can play. Brighton got no to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. So, oh look, I've got a bit of glitching again. Sorry about this. It's just a little bit of lag. It'll just sort itself out. Internet's just been a dick. Everybody's online at the minute. That's just the way it is. It's a Sunday afternoon. Everybody's going to be online. So it's just going to cause me like it is again now. But hopefully you can hear me still, and that's not been affected. But the camera's just been ridiculous. As you can see on the screen, it just keeps blodging. Weird seeing Carol wearing a red instead of seeing red. A Carol wearing red and not seeing red. Yes. Andy Carroll last night getting red carded. That was pretty good. Man United played well, apparently. I didn't really see that much of the game. Saw the goal disallowed. Rashford's goal. Yeah, I seem to be hiding behind that a little bit. Sort the camera out. Let's see if we can get me better in shot. Seem to be hiding behind the kickoff thing. It's like that. Like one of them Wally things with the nose. That's not cool. I am worried about how my voice is going to bear up today. But yeah, look, I will go through the team sheet. Oh god, my camera's gone again. Fucking camera. Steele, Lamptey, Webster, Dunk, Merch, McAllister, Gross, Welbeck, Mitoma, Ferguson, Esper, Darian, Allison, Trent, Kanate, Gomez, Robinson, Pachechic. Don't know how you pronounce that properly, to be honest. Keita, Thiago, Salah, Gakpo, and Harvey Elliott as the Liverpool starting 11. So there you go. They're going to remain there the entire stream. Obviously, the chat has decided that it doesn't want to appear on this stream today. OBS is not working well with YouTube. It's decided that it doesn't want to play ball, which is typical. So we'll just have to deal with it this way. Sorry if you wanted to see your names on the chat, on the screen. I can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. I'm sure we'll get a deal coming in going, oh, where's me? Where can't I see the chat? Like he always does. Bless him. I'm actually, fun fact, on the energy drink now. Because I'm going to need it to get through today. It kind of helped me last night, to be honest. I was amazed that I got through last night's stream. Relatively okay. She said, welcome to the hell, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, she congratulated her on Twitter as well. Congratulated her on to Rumble win and said, oh, hell is waiting for you or something to that effect. We're covering that game tomorrow as well. Derby County versus West Ham. It is on ITV4. 4-2-8 kickoff. We are covering that game tomorrow. So there's 2 more watch alongs after this one. So Harvey Elliott, looks like we're going to get an Harvey Elliott video package. Great player. Got the winner against Wolves. Nice to see if we can get something today. A lot of pressure on Liverpool today, I think. Don't normally get past the 4th round. So, I do, well, saying that, it's probably no pressure on Liverpool at all. It's probably pressure on Brighton. They're the favoured teams. We're like the underdogs going into this one. Which I don't mind. I like Liverpool as the underdogs. I don't mind that. We are the FA Cup holders, but still classes as the underdogs. Get past these. We'll get City in next round. That's what's going to happen, innit? One good thing about the Wrexham Sheffield United game, if it's going pear-shaped for Wrexham, Deadpool will come on and start decapitating the other team. So that's cool. Camera, please do FaceTime. Camera, please do a FaceTime for Dave. It's not really the camera, to be honest. It's the internet. That's just the way it's gone. It's getting a bit of strain because of obviously it's a Sunday. People are all online. There's a load of people online in this area, so if it holds out, then good. But we might just get a little bit of glitchiness now and again, which, you know what, it's not too bad. We can cope with it. We'll get past it. As long as we get a decent game. We're 6 minutes away from kickoff. Feels like the ITV coverage is long-winded. Feel like this take way too long to get to the match. BBC are quite quick. It always feels like ITV just drone on and on and on. Like, come on, get to the match already. Shankly poster in the Liverpool end. There were some supporters dressed as doves. Okay, internet what? Behave. Is that what you mean? Internet behave. I hope that's what you mean. What do you think next for Alexa Bliss? What do you think is going to happen on Monday Night Raw for her? Because she was left confused. Actually, I wouldn't say confused. I'd say very emotional when she saw that footage back from Uncloudy. So what's the next stage for her? So Brighton in their traditional home kit, white with blue, like stripes. Liverpool, full on Liverpool red kit. So both wearing their own kits today, which makes sense. Be silly making Liverpool wear an away kit, which is completely unnecessary. Brighton fans, Liverpool fans with the phones, taking in the atmosphere. Where is this at? The Vitality Stadium, or is that Bournemouth Stadium? I think Bournemouth Stadium's the Vitality. And which one's this one? Apex. Is this the Apex? You know what? I forget stadium names. This one's the Apex. We're ready for kickoff. They forgot the football on the podium, or has the referee already took it? Must have already took it. But the referees come out last. Dave, do you think that Charlotte will face? Who do you think Charlotte will face at WrestleMania? You know what? I wouldn't be against Lacey Evans, to be honest, because she's a heel now. Charlotte's a face, and do we need Ronda Rousey? I mean, it's probably gonna. You know what? I'm gonna call it, and I want to call this Asuka. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, the repeat of that match where Charlotte won, but this time Asuka wins. Asuka's got a fantastic new look. Well, it's an old look, but revamped for WWE. I would love it. I think a lot of people would love that story. Yeah, I'd give it to Asuka. I wouldn't put Asuka on Raw. I'd put Asuka now on SmackDown and have a go after Charlotte. The Sonya Deville story is just a stopgap. I don't feel that that's going to be a long story. Sonya Deville doing a great heel job at the minute, but all her job is to get over Charlotte as a face. That is it. That's her job. They're not going to stick a title on her. She's just there to make you want to love Charlotte. That is what they're doing. And obviously, Asuka with a darker persona, I wouldn't use her as a face. I'd use her as a heel. I mean, obviously, the possibility if you put her on Raw is that she goes after Alexa Bliss, and you have that kind of battle between them two evil forces going against each other. That could be interesting, as long as they don't mess it up with too much supernatural shenanigans. At the minute, I'm quite liking the Alexa Bliss stuff because it's just a video package. We're not getting stupid transformations and her hulking up or whatever it is. In fact, I felt that match was just a decent little match. To be fair, when you look back at it, there was nothing offensive about it. So there you go. The team sheets are up on the screen as they are on my screen. So just take a look to your left. The team sheets are there. I'm not going to read through them, but they are there just for your viewage. If you want to check out the team sheet, they're there. Unfortunately, no chat, but that's the way it goes. There's always one botch stream out of the 7. This is still one. It's early morning. My laptop's just said, "No, Dave, I'm too tired. I don't want to work." So we are at nearly kickoff. Hey Jude playing out, which means a lot for both clubs, not just Brighton. It's a Beatles track after all. It's Liverpool to kick off when the whistle goes, but there we go. I've already preempted. As the whistle goes, need the music to stop. Come on, Brighton. All right, we're just getting through the last chorus of Hey Jude. Come on. Na 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 na. Come on, Brighton, turn the song off, you tools. They have kicked off and they have actually finally finished singing the fucking song. It's like we're waiting for Brighton. It is the apex. Phone telling me that we have kicked off. Hello, 9 people in the chat. If you're new, subscribe, slap a like on it. Our commentators today are Clive Tilsley and Hallie Mockhoist. And of course me, David Real Life. Roman took the chair shot like a bitch. I loved that moment. We knew it was coming. It was it was so perfectly teased, though. I did love it. The final, Jay's reactions. I just love it. What did everyone rate the Rumble? I gave it a 7. Wasn't the best show, but it was better than last year. I think it depends on how you look at it. I give it an 8.5, and I'm going to explain why I did do that. But they told the story of Sami Zayn very, very well. The booking of the men's didn't need shocks. It delivered perfectly. It's a perfect storyline. We've got Hedge attacking Judgment Day. We did see a similar trend with the girls' Rumble with damage control. Brighton on the attack. Trent having to do some early defending. So Brighton will start off bright in this game. I just thought, obviously the massive letdown. It wasn't a letdown. I wasn't offended by the pitch black match. I wasn't excited for it either. But the Uncle Howdy thing was a little bit confusing because I'm not sure whose side he's meant to be on. He's attacked Bray. Now he's jumping off attacking LA Knight. I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck is that about? And why is there puppets in human costumes up on top of the gantry? We've seen that twice now, so what the fuck is that about? Please explain. It went at 6.5 Rumble matches where there were 8.5 ended on an 8, but when Bray match was an Alexa match, 5 for Roman, match 7, so 8 out of 10 overall. That's a good score. Like I said, I thought the Rumble matches themselves were perfectly booked. I've got a problem. I enjoyed them. I think the finishes, even though we knew the result, had a perfect amount of are they doing this? Liv Morgan gave herself a good account, other than Rhea Ripley being the second Iron Woman. Good catch by Allison. Corner. Oh, a bit of a foul on the goalkeeper. Referee is going to pull it up. Allison impeded. Good hands there, but it does get fumbled down by the Brighton player. Cater. Nice little move by Cater. Liverpool on the attack. It's gone out wide to Salah. Salah puts it in perfectly. Good bit of defending. It's gone back to Salah. It's off the goal line. Off the goal line by Dunk. There is VAR in this, but there's no indication that that went over the line. It's a great bit of defending by Brighton. They're on the counter attack now. Cut out by Cater. Oh no, it was Kanate. What cut it out? That was interesting. Sorry, 6.5 overall, not an 8. All right, you went for 6.5 overall. Okay. Look, you're entitled to your own opinions. I actually thought the Rumble matches were perfectly booked. Let down was the Bianca Belair Alexa Bliss match. That wasn't exciting. The pitch black match. Hey, look, it's the first time we've ever seen a pitch black match, so I can't really slag that off too much because it's the first time we've ever seen it. It needs explaining the ending of that for me. And until we get the ending of that, it's hard to put a score on it. Like I say, the Rumble matches themselves were exciting enough. Thought Gunther looked like an absolute fucking beast. Thought Liv Morgan looked well. And yeah, I like the Roman storyline, what they told at the end. So that's why I've given it an 8.5. It was no surprises. Everyone we knew was going to win one. Sammy moment was cool, but I knew it was happening. We changed one little thing. The show would have got more. High expectations yet again over exceed what we actually got. And even though I wanted Switchblade, even though I wanted all these other people, I wanted The Rock. You know what? Did we need them? Absolutely no, I didn't think we did. It would have been great if we'd have got them, but what we got was a good show. And I think we get stuck in this mud of, oh, I'm not going to score it really big because my favourite person didn't show up. You know what I mean? Yes, the final results of the men and female rumbles were predictable, but I love the story and how they got there. They could have given it to Gunther. They could have done, but they didn't. They could have given it easily to Liv Morgan, but they didn't. I liked how they told the story, and that's what I'm going to stick with. Gregor John. Hello, dude. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm seeing all the chat from my phone, so yes, this first time I'm going to be able to see actually how many people are in the chat. Because OBS doesn't tell you. Stream last night got over 700 views. We're now 101 subscribers, so it was a very successful night in my little world, to be quite honest with you. Someone explained to me why Drew threw out Cross. Both had a feud. They were feuding, weren't they? Back end of last year or through last year, they had a feud. So it was a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of payback or something. I don't know. But they did have a massive feud last year, so it was just continuation of a storyline. Dominic coming out in the Rey mask. Rey Mysterio not showing up, so we're going to see a fallout from that. What happened to Rey Mysterio? Why did he not come out? Elliot with a shot. Poor shot in the end. Well saved by Steele. They aren't finished with their feud. I am guessing Drew Cross at Mania. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe there's a continuation of that at some point. I did like how they gave Gunther the Iron Man. That was cool of them. But that's the thing. It's the little things what they've done. It's not what the overall picture is. We knew that Cody was going to win. We knew that Rhea Ripley was going to win. It was how they was going to book the match. The little things what were in there, which, like Gunther being the Iron Man, Rhea Ripley being the Iron Woman, it makes sense because they are flipping absolutely beasts. And it's just the intricate stories, the teamwork of Bayley and Damage Control, feud with Becky not being over, Bayley thinking that she's got one up on Becky and then she's thrown out by Liv Morgan. There's little things like that. Chelsea Green going in, surprise entrant, getting thrown out within seconds. Very cool. Found that moment awful, to be honest. But like, yeah, WWE aren't giving Cross anything. Let's just give Jewett. Yeah, I do think the booking of Cross is a little bit shit at the minute. I don't know what. I don't think they know what to do with him, which is it's a shame because there's a good gimmick there. He's a truly talented wrestler, but you've got some big beefy guys on SmackDown, and he's kind of getting lost in the shuffle a little bit because you've got Sheamus, you've got Drew, you've got Gunther, you've got Braun Strowman on that show. You've got some big bloody ass guys, and Karrion Kross is getting a little bit caught up in the shuffle. I mean, what I'd do personally, I'd move Kross over to Raw. Let's get him on Raw. Let's get him away from these big guys and let him dominate that division for a while. Imagine him going up against the Judgment Day. Make him a face. Judgment Day heel. A Kross versus Balor. Come on. Doesn't that Kross versus Damien let him join up with Edge? That would be a good move in my world. Of course, you being up Bailey's arse. Hey, no, I thought Bailey did okay. I didn't expect her to win or do anything, to be honest, last night. Thought her storyline was okay. She got beat. She got kicked out of the Rumble. I had to fucking mean her. Let's just put this into context. My picks for the Rumble were shocking. I had Karrion Kross. So, I had him. He was my wrestler in the men's Rumble. I had Tamina in the women's. So I am more gutted than anybody that Kross got beat by. So, yeah. 10 minutes gone in this game. Still 0-0. It's actually good for Liverpool the longer this stays. Kross was supposed to be going on to Roman after Drew feud, but instead he is after Ray. I don't get it. Yeah, I get that. I think they just changed the plans. But Ray's on a collision course with Dominic now, so do they continue their feud with Ray? Does he continue his feud with Ray? I don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? We'll have to wait until SmackDown and see what happens. I got Logan Paul, so I can't complain. Oh, Brighton causing Liverpool a little bit of panic in defence. Canate did well to control that. Didn't like the Edge moment, getting sick of his comebacks. Yeah, that's a personal thing, though, isn't it? That's a personal choice. I think that I wasn't bothered about it. He did get absolute fucking huge pop, though. But it was what it was. Once we saw Edge, we saw Beth. Beth wasn't even in the female Rumble, which was shocking. She just showed up to be the Equalizer against Rhea Ripley. Yeah, so yeah, the Edge moment wasn't. I wasn't. I'm not. I haven't based my score on that Edge moment. If you get what I mean, that was just a part of the Rumble. What had to happen? You knew as soon as he got in, he was going to eliminate all the Judgment Day, one way or another. Nick digged the draw to get. He rigged the draw to get Cody. Yeah, 10 points went your way for the Cody Rhodes entrant number 30. So you can't be too down on it, dude. I've still got to work all them scores out, which, God, it's going to be a fucking nightmare. Trying to figure out all the predictions and then working out the Fantasy League points. But you and Leeds won the females with Rhea Ripley, so he's got even more points. Liverpool forced to play it back. 15 minutes gone. Clive Tearsley saying that the manager of Brighton is very lucky to inherit a winning team. Yeah, it was very weird that Brian Potter left a very, very successful Brighton team at the time to go and manage Chelsea and then to suck. Exactly predictable. My mates called it. Well, me and your mates called it. You're slagging it off, but when we have a look at AEW pay-per-views, aren't they predictable? What's any different? What's any different? It's the fact that we all just knew that Cody was winning anyway. We all knew that Rhea Ripley was winning. It's not we can do. Once you know, you know. You know when it's time for somebody. That's not WWE's fault. They have plans for Rhea Ripley. They have plans for Cody Rhodes. It's just progression. And what can they do? Swap fans just so that it's unpredictable for us lot. Nah, they've got a destination. They've got to get to. Imagine Cody didn't win. Imagine Rhea Ripley didn't win. What kind of fucking matches are we getting at Mania? I don't want to see Liv Morgan versus fucking Bianca Belair or fucking Charlotte Flair because it'd be a mismatch. It'd be an absolute car crash. That's not a WrestleMania pay-per-view match. Liv Morgan's not that good. Who gives a fuck about Liv Morgan to me? Oh, and it's going to be right, and it's off the line. Trent saving Liverpool. There was cut wide open by Brighton. Ugh. So yet again, ball cleared off the line. Nick has other mates. It can't be me and Dave. Yeah, he's got mates. His brother from his bedroom. Look, it was predictable. Of course it was. But what do you want? Cody Rhodes' natural progression for his character is to win the WWE title. And the biggest stage of all is WrestleMania, which is round the corner, so it only kind of makes natural sense. Going after the Raw title or SmackDown, that's Rhea Ripley did say in the press conference that she's quite interested in both. She says that she wants kind of a level of revenge on Charlotte because she's never beat her on a pay-per-view or the biggest stage because she lost at WrestleMania a couple of years back. I think it was 2020. And she's had various battles with Bianca Belair. So both matches actually are intriguing. So we could have a lot of play from Rhea Ripley showing up on both shows for a while, trying to make up her mind which title she's got to choose. So she's keen on both. She knows that she's going to get a challenge from Bianca, and she's never beaten Charlotte. Well, not on the greatest stage anyway. So there's them opportunities. Liverpool to go kick. Liverpool under a bit of cosh here, which expected. Liverpool are not the form team. Brighton are. Obviously, Liverpool will be very wary of the last time they played them because they lost 3-0. Goalkeeper, Salah trying to be a nuisance. Would you unify the titles knowing that they're trying to separate men's titles? I don't think they unify them. They could do this. Triple threat. Rhea Ripley could force both Bianca and Charlotte to put up their titles. But then Charlotte could win it all. And that would really annoy Nick. For me, the best moment was in the men's. Logan and King Ricochet jump off the ropes. That was a really cool moment. I'm not going to take it away. I don't think you need talent for that. It's just that he's got a good leap. So has Ricochet. I thought it was quite a good spectacle. Doesn't mean I like Logan Paul. Still think he's a dick. But that was a class moment. I will take my hat off to that. I am very interested in the Sammy Stoops. That storyline is what sells it to me. That's what boosts it up. There's such a great story there. I can't wait to see that starting to unravel now, because we know that the Bloodline have disowned the Oos. He is no longer the honorary Hoos. But it's interesting to see where Jay slides into this, what's going to happen to him. We know there's been friction with him with Roman Reigns before. So, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Baldy Spooner, hello. Shout out to you. James is still asleep, and he's still snoring. Somebody wake James up. I feel that the booking will have it that whichever title she goes for after she wins. Yep. Rhea Ripley's walking out of Mania a champion. I think Bianca's had a time, so I think Rhea Ripley's going to go after Bianca's title. That's what I think personally. I think, like I said before, there's a real good story there if they go with Asuka versus Charlotte. We haven't seen that for a while. Lacey Evans could be a shout. I think if you're going to have Lacey Evans as a heel, you've got to stick her up against a big baby face, haven't you? I think you could start her off small, have Lacey Evans target like Liv Morgan at first. Let her get her teeth into something. And everybody loves Liv Morgan, so it'd be quite the sell. 19 minutes going, still 0-0. Brighton looking the better team, as we'd quite predictable. The thing is about that show last night, I don't feel like there was anything that annoyed me too much. Probably Logan Paul turning up in the Rumble were a bit of a... Don't fucking like Logan Paul. Don't know why he keeps getting invited back. It's just kind of like, oh God, we have to have a Bad Bunny moment. Oh, here's Logan Paul. Sammy's story is the best story on WWE, to be honest. Not sure about the Brace Alexa stuff. Just a bit confusing. Yeah, until they actually announce what's going off with that, it is very confusing. And you can sit there speculating all that Bray stuff all day long until it's actually revealed. There's no fucking point for me. Absolutely no point. There's no point in wasting your time. It'll work itself out. It'll either be great or be shit. It's only got two ways it can go. Saw on TikTok that Bray put in the suitcase and kids on his bus. Then the fans are asking him for a picture. Some fans pee me off. If the guy is sorting out his kids, then leave him alone. Yeah, look, wrestler, when he's out in public, always be respectful. Ask if you can take a picture. If you see it's an inappropriate time, like when a man's dealing with his children, back the fuck off, man. He's a human fucking being. We're all human beings. Just be kind. Go up and ask if it's okay. Don't just get your camera out and shove it in their face, because that is just fucking rude. Dave, I love Liv Morgan. I bet you do. You did it, little monkey. I like the new Asuka. Kana Chan. Well, we're not going to call her Kana Chan. It's just going to be Asuka. But yeah, the new look is fantastic. It's so much her own character. I hope we get something really good with her. I'm into that. I proper buzzed when we saw the new look. Hear me out. Sammy J, tag team champions. You know what that could be? Could be very interesting, you know. Everybody's thinking Kevin Owens, though. I don't know how Jay fits into this. That's what the interesting part is now. Where we're going with Jay. Is this just a little glitch for him, or is he going to disown himself on the Bloodline? That is the big question now. But fair play to Bray. He took the picture with them. Of course he would. No, he's a good man. I mean, just be careful. If we're out and about and you do happen to meet somebody famous, just be nice. Ask them if it's okay. If you feel that it's in an inappropriate moment, just take 5 minutes to step back. Let them get done what they're doing and then approach. I wouldn't approach somebody if they had the kids with them, because I just think that's bang out of order, to be honest. They're out in public. They've got lives to lead. If they're with their families, it's not really an appropriate time. They do a lot of meet and greets. They do a lot of public work. Get them then. When they don't get them in their private lives, it's a little bit icky. He must be getting paid well if he has his own bus. If they're dealing with kids or eating food, leave them alone. Money, wait for them to their thing, or just wait. Yeah, just let them do their own thing, or just wait. Yeah, they've got private lives. They've got, yeah. I mean, they don't need the public constantly harassing them, and that's what it is. It's harassment. Mohamed Salah's just put it wide. 24 minutes to the cheers of the Brighton fans. Mohamed Salah has stuck it wide. First clear opportunity for Liverpool. Well braked. I would say he's offside. Never get a picture with Nick because he's always eating. Man, let them do their thing. Yep. I'm always eating, so I never have to take photos. Very true. Yeah, it's just be respectful, man. That's all That's all anybody can ask for. Right. These the laws of photography and video, and you can video anybody you like in a public place. You don't need to have their permission to film them. It's bollocks. If they come up to you, you're quite welcome to film them because they've approached you. Now, if you're approaching members of the public without their consent, it's a different matter. It's a very grey area. But if they come to you, you're protecting yourself. You're keeping stuff for data. You become a data collector. But there's not really such a thing in public because you're allowed to film. So there's the grey areas. So, in fairness, if Bray came up to them, you've got every right to film. You don't need for likeness rights or anything. WWE can't stop it because the wrestler interacted with the fan. You're allowed to film. They ask you not to film, but if you're in a public place, wrestler comes up to you, you can film them. But just be nice. Because you can doesn't mean you should. $13 people in the chat. Can we get 13 likes, please? Make sure you're slapping a like on this stream. Subscribe if you're new. We are back later on for the Wrexham Sheffield United game. So it's a short little break, then we'll get on with that. Hopefully I can get the chat back up on the screen for that one. Hopefully the internet will let me. I mean, it's alright. I don't mind the team sheets being up on the screen, to be honest. It's not too bad. 26 minutes gone. And plus, it's easier for me to write the names now. It's a good Premier League game, this. Don't feel like it's an FA Cup game. Cheeky Elliot. Numes and Fabinho laughing their little heads off. Cheeky little Elliot flick. Here comes the counter-attack. It's Gakpo. Decent ball in. Oh, Salah. Goalkeeper comes out. It was Lamptey deflected. Intercepted, sorry. And then Steele came out to collect. Is onside as well. If they could spray the ball a bit further on, it could have fell to Elliot. But great little block by Lamptey. Not bad little first half. You can see Liverpool starting to grow some confidence getting into this game, where it was pretty much Brighton for the first couple of 10 minutes or so. Just mentioning that Liverpool were out Firmino, Jota, and Numes. Diaz, obviously. Lots of centre forwards out at Liverpool at the moment. James Chadwick is awake. And then Gilligaff. How you doing? You still in your PJs, mate? Dave, I've literally just woken up. I got up at 11 o'clock. Didn't get to bed until 6 o'clock though. I did stay up until the press conference. I did watch the press conference. Very interesting. It's nice to hear Triple H, Papa H, getting interviewed by Sean. There was an English reporter. What didn't even know which publisher he was working with. Typical. Get the wrong name when they were talking to go. Oh, Brighton. Oh, Espeden. I mean, it's a good opportunity, but well defended by Liverpool. Espeden takes it away. Gomez doing just a bit of shepherding. It is a goal kick to Liverpool, which looks like they took him really, really shitly. Chance for a counter attack. It's Salah. We've got Elliot in the middle. Can we get a decent ball in? It's a decent ball into Elliot. It's gone past the goalkeeper. It's a goal. Harvey Elliott has scored again. He's done it again. Told Harvey Elliott. Liverpool 1, Brighton 0. Get in. Nice little break. Good, decent ball by Mohamed Salah. What happened there? So, Harvey Elliott. Just come off the chat for a second to sort this out. Looking at handball here, it could be VAR. Not looking at it then. Don't think it's going to affect the goal score. Harvey Elliott. There we go. Liverpool 1. $16 people in the chat now. Well done. There you go. Goal for Harvey Elliott. I'm always eating. No, God, we just read that. Only missed half an hour. Not too bad. All right, James. Did all right, mate. It says 30 minutes on there on live score. It says 31. Go with what EV say. No, we'll put 30. Don't want to be out. Don't want any cause of alarm. If you notice, James, no chat on screen. YouTube and OBS being absolute wankers. Brighton trying to get back into this game. Liverpool, bit of good defending. It's Gakpo trying to get on the end of that, but he doesn't fail. He fails. It goes back to Brighton defender. Jimmy! The chat actually moving. Only got 4 likes. We need more likes on this stream, guys. Why am I sharing it? Slap a like on it, please. Much appreciated if you do. Saying 4 at the minute might be completely different to that. It takes a while for it to refresh. Liverpool starting to get in a bit of a stride here. Ooh, a bit of a poor ball by Salah, but he goes back. It's a good performance, actually. I do think Brighton are going to score. I went for 2-2. Allison came out, could only punch it. Oh, Gakpo got a bit of room, but it's looking for a foul, but referee's having none of it, so it goes back to Brighton. They're well inside the Liverpool half. Matoma, decent ball in for Brighton. Still got the possession. Cannons off Cater, but stays in play. So Brighton, the ball's gone over the line now, so throw into Liverpool. Oh, it's questionable. It's off his knee to hand. It wouldn't have been an handball anyway. It's off his knee to his hand. It's not his hand to his knee. So, nah, VAR would have totally ignored that. If it's deflected onto your hand off another body part, it's not handball. It's got to be directly onto your hand. That wasn't. Lamptey cannons it off Robinson. Throw in to Brighton. Lamptey with a throw in. Andy Robinson. Oh, that ball ended up not going into the great place. Great bit of shepherding by Canate. Liverpool do get it clear. VR pool. That wasn't handball, and you know it. When you scored an offside goal against flipping City, don't talk to me about VAR. Woke up and got here. Liverpool scores. You're welcome. Yeah, James, you're like a lucky little charm. It's against kind of runner play, to be fair. Liverpool were just starting to get back into it. Poor show, Jimmy. Ooh. That ball, yeah, they were just saying if Salah had got contact with that ball, it would have got it to Gakpo. Gakpo's just not getting the lucky breaks at the minute. Kind of like what Nunes, Liverpool player down, clutching his ankle. Matoma taking down Thiago. Henderson going to the dressing room, I think, or maybe just warming up. It seems to be Elliot's FA Cup this. Scored in the third round, scored in the fourth. All the way from home, by the way. This is not over yet. Brighton are a good team. I'm not going to count the chickens yet. Decent ball in, well defended. Does fall to a Liverpool player. That ball's way wayward. But Salah manages to control it. Liverpool actually maintain possession. Salah went for the cheeky back heel, but the other player didn't interpret it well. It's gone back to Alisson. So Liverpool start again. You need legs in midfield, apparently, from Clive Tilsley. I just thought you needed legs in general. You need runners. I think that's what Liverpool's lacked with some of the midfielders. I know what he's getting at. The young lad, what's come in, has been fantastic. He's literally running around for all the balls. Be a toilet break coming at half time, I can guarantee you that. God, I'm so tired. Was in Asda before this stream, and literally was my turn to get served. So they're staring into space. The cashier's like, "Hello, can I help?" It's like, oh yeah, I should put this into my bag. Proper spaced out. So there could be some of that later on. Brighton corner. Dunk is going up. Klopp is grinding his teeth. Ugh. 38 minute. We are getting close to the end of the first half. Brighton, though, can they go in level pegging? Shot out of nowhere. It is. It's level pegging. A deflection has cost Liverpool. Brighton back in this. Wow. One apiece. Liverpool back in the mud again. Is it Donk? Who's claiming the goal? Is it Donk? The deflection. It's took it past Allison. Very unfortunate. James and Melissa, you can be happy now. It is being credited to Dunk. Dunk, and that was in the 40th minute. It's cheeky as fuck, man. Oh well, shit happens. It is what it is. It's fortunate. It is what it is, man. It's unfortunate for Liverpool, but yeah, Dunk has got Brighton back into this game. Good goal. Like I say, it is what it is. 1-1, Brighton back in. Get in, says Connor. Wait, no, I said end the game. I had like 8 hours sleep and I still feel dead. I've yet to sleep, says Melissa. I've got a DM. Nathan shared some. I can't look at it now because I'm using my phone. Thank you, Moldy. Wes is in the chat. Hello. Haha. Pegging. Yeah, so that was short-lived lead by Liverpool. Fortunate, fortunate for Brighton, less fortunate for Liverpool. Lucky deflection, takes it past Allison. Not much he can do about it. I sent you a video of those fans asking break. Okay, I will check it out at some point. But thank you, Moldy. That's cool. Like I say, when you're dealing with kids, when you're in the public eye, just be mindful. It's like there's private time for these people. They don't get much. So respect them when they're out and about. If you catch them, be polite. Ask them for permission. That's all you can do, really. That's how I'd do it. Don't just stick your camera in the face. It's not nice. Liverpool getting a free kick. McAllister this time. Young lad from Liverpool going down. Good game. I think 1-1 is a fair reflection of that first half, if I'm being completely honest. Do think Brighton deserved that equaliser. Don't think Liverpool have played the best football. But it's back to the drawing board for Liverpool yet again. Feel like Brighton can push on now a little bit. I had 2-2, so this is perfectly working out for me. Gakpo now. Back to Elliott. Elliott again. Oh, Elliott's gone down, clutching his face. Referee's going to stop it for a head injury. Yeah, I feel like his second touch here let Elliott down. Look at his first touch. This touch here. Then he takes a second touch, and it's that second touch what takes away from the shot. He should have just hit it. Clearly, he's left-footed. I'm right-footed, so I would have just took the shot. Harvey Elliott might have worth putting in the FPL. In the FPL, yeah. Harvey Elliott's a good little lad. Really, he's playing well. Bit erratic at times, but a good little player. just needed to take that shot on after his first initial shot. Was unlucky last season when he broke his leg. It cost him mega because he was firing on all cylinders at that particular time. There he just goes down. Oh, it's just there. He gets a butt to the back of his head. Knocked out by the goalkeeper's arse. So we've got a bit of a couple of minutes. We'll probably get about 2 minutes added on here of injury time. So I feel it's going to the sideline. It's rainy day in Brighton. They just haven't had that perfect player. They're just saying that they're trying to audition people for certain roles. We've had Chamberlain play in that Elliott role. Gakpo's played there. Salah's played there. It's just not worked. The only real people what can play that left-sided attack. Oh, that came off of Gakpo's foot. Caused a bit of problems. Free kick to Brighton though. Jesse Jackhammer. Just saying that we haven't seen Gakpo score yet. How many minutes have been added on? Just waiting. It's gone orange. We haven't had an announcement, Dave. Dave, it's been several hours now since the Rumble. What is your thoughts on it? Would you still score at 8.5 or would you correct it? I'm still at 8.5. I don't like changing my scores. If I give it a big score, I get weird because I wouldn't have given it a big score otherwise. The show still's entertaining. I still think there's a lot more negatives that could be pulled out of the two matches in the middle. I think they're the only grey areas on the show. I think the female match, the male match, the female Rumble match were perfect. I think the storytelling was great. I think the end was perfect. Yes, would it have got even more if The Rock could have shown up? Yes, certainly. I could have pushed that score up massively. But we didn't get that. We got what we got. I've got something to talk about, which is what I always look for. Did we get anything different to what we went into that pay-per-view with? Yes. Yes, we knew that the bloodline was going to turn on Sammy, but Sammy actually turned on the bloodline. In essence, he protected his friend. He wouldn't take that final share shot. So Sammy valued his friendship to this fake brotherhood. So yeah, I'm happy with the 8.5. What about you? What's your thoughts? Obviously, you've just woken up. Fair play to you, but what's your thoughts? I just think the story in the Rumble matches were perfect. Yes, we knew who was going to win, but I liked what they did with Gunther. I liked what they did with Raquel. I liked what the inter moments were good for me. Yeah, so we're at halftime and my chat has just died on my phone. Right, it is halftime. I'm just going to quickly have a pee break. But it is halftime. It is pee time. I'm going to quickly nip to the toilet and we'll get back to you in a few seconds. Bye. Oh, Michelle Thomas, hello, shout out to you. Where's hello? I'm back and still hiding behind the toilet break thing. Let's move that out of the way. Hello. Darken that a little bit. That's a little bit better. Good tea. Look at the bags under the eyes. Even though when I was watching the Brain match, there wasn't a massive change when he put on the mask on. I just thought we would have been LA Knight getting the upper hand. Then he switches and goes crazy. Even though I wish there was more surprises and more legends, the NXT and the NXT in the men's, yeah, we wanted. Rhea Ripley said in the press conference that although she loved the fact that like Roxanne Perez, Zoe Stark had got the opportunities in the female, and obviously Indy Hartwell, she was a little bit disappointed that the men didn't get as much opportunity. Obviously, Braun Breaker couldn't be used because of his storyline, but there could have been room for somebody like Carmelo Hayes. I'm disappointed that Cameron Grimes didn't get to show up. I don't know what's happened to him. Leeds 2023, shout out to you. Booker T was a good surprise, but maybe two more legends like the Alpha Academy didn't need to be in it. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it would have been nice to have had a few callbacks. I mean, I think they're ruined with having like X Pac and stuff like that on the anniversary show. So maybe that's the reason why they didn't go too far with the legends, because we had quite a shitload of them on Monday Night Raw. So maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. I feel like there was an opportunity there, I guess. Which legend? I mean, I know that James put in Vicky the Jack and Steamboat, which would have been perfect. Grimes could be injured, but don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if he's injured. I really don't know because I've not heard any reports of it. I just don't know what's happening. The idiots are moaning about all the pay-per-views sucked. It was predictable. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we get that already. We've just had that in the chat with Just Nick. It's predictable. Those idiots go into it with expectations. Why fuck? That's why it sucks for them. Never expect anything in wrestling. Fuck off, Nick. Same as Dave. Why did you rate the Rumble? James 15. I was getting it. Moldy give it a 7.25 for me. It's cool. Look, I have got no problems with people lowering it, putting like reasonable ones in. I just thought the men and women's Rumble matches were perfect. The stories that they were telling, the little moments what were inside them. Even going to give kudos to Logan Paul and Ricochet for that little spot in middle of the Rumble. It was very crazy, very creative. Something we haven't seen before. So give kudos to that. Gunther looked amazing. They've booked him so fucking well. I'm so pleased that they're getting something fucking right. And he looked like a complete beast. Obviously, the teamwork between Drew and Sheamus was fantastic. We're going to wait for that to implode. That's that their feud. Again. Never said it sucked, just said it was predictable. All right, Nick. Women's Rumble was far better than the men's. Yeah, I liked both. I I I liked both. I thought the men's was the perfect way to start the show. I still think we needed an OMG moment in the last match. Don't think we quite got there. The OMG was the Bray Audi thing an OMG moment. Let me know what your guys thought. Was that an OMG moment? Was it? Oh my god, I can't believe what I'm saying. I think it was actually. I think it was. I think it does fit into that category. It was like, oh my god, I am confused. uh, now you know I'm talking to someone who will take bullshit. I never said so. Oh, Kana. They're not going to call her Kana. We're going to stick with her being Asuka, but it is the Kana character. Give the Rumble 8.75 to Sam. Hello, Sam. Shout out to you. It was great to see Asuka back. Asuka being back was fantastic, Leeds. I do like that. Silent Killer. Du-du-du. Yeah, Silent Killer. I am so hyped that we got Kana now and Piper Niven. Piper Niven getting a name back. So good. So fucking good. I think we all just managed to pop a little bit for that. It's like, it's Piper. Bloodline was the moment of the pay-per-view. Yeah, of course it was. That's what the storyline was leading to. It's like, what next for Jay? What next for Sammy and Kevin Owens? That's the talking point going out of that pay-per-view. Is what's next? Where did the Bloodline go from here? Where did they go from here? There's a lot of work between Sammy and Kevin Owens to be done to get their friendship back on track, because it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a rocky road. And now you've got Jay hovering around. What the fuck is that about? I would have given the Rumble 10 out of 10 if Dave in real life was in the Rumble match. I was there. I got eliminated really, really quickly. Piper looked amazing last night. She did. Nia Jax is back. She's not like most girls. Oh, and they even botched her entrance. Oh, fuck me. I hate that woman. Best moments in the men's was Booker T, the Spinneroonie, and Logan Paul clash with Gunther. The Logan Paul clash and then the Gunther Iron Man. Yeah, they were good moments. And that's what you take away from it. Were they good moments? And there was. There were some excellent moments in there. And like I said, you just named 3 of them there. Asuka could be like Dexter if he was booked. If he was booked right, like the Silent Killer. Yeah, they could do. Don't feel like Asuka needs to do many promos now. You're not the lady for Asuka. So no Madcap Moss in the Rumble either. Although he would have been, I would have seen him in it. He's actually scheduled in it. He's in the graphic. So what the fuck happened there, WWE? They pulled him. He was in the graphic. If you watch back, honestly, he's in the fucking graphic for that match. He never showed up. So that's interesting. So Ray didn't make it through. Madcap, for some reason, didn't make it through either. It's interesting. He's actually on the graphic. Wow, that's interesting. I wonder why they pulled him. Did they pull him knowing that they were putting Booker T in? That is a question. That's a good thought, that. I like that idea. Hold on. I've got my number 1 for the women Rumble match, did I, Dave? Yeah, you won. You got Rhea Ripley, mate. Yeah, you won the Rumble. That's 10 points to Leeds. Nick won the females. No, Mick won the males. You won the females. That's it. I keep getting it wrong way around for some reason. They botched her countdown. You couldn't write it. I think they did it on purpose, you know. I think they've run out of time and they said, "Now you just get the fuck out there." Yes, we didn't get The Rock, but to be honest, thinking about it, that moment at the end didn't really need it still. I do think we get The Rock probs closer to Mania. Triple H did explain this in this press conference, right, that if The Rock could have been there and could give it the perfect amount of time, you know, because he wants to do everything professional, he would do it. But apparently, he's just busy. It's literally his schedule is not allowing him to be at the Rumble. So Montreal is, I keep saying it was Australia, but it's not. It's Montreal, where we have got Elimination Chamber. Maybe The Rock shows up there. that's really the last chance before Mania. So, who knows? Hey, who knows? Yeah, it's all the moments I can think of. Can't think of any other moments. Uncle Howdy being pushed off the. I did see that clip. Somebody put a clip on Twitter of Days saying, well, somebody in Days' chat said that Uncle Howdy was actually pushed off the ramp by the Firefly Muppets. I'm going to call them Muppets. Thought that was quite fun. You're right, James. That moment alone did not need the Rock. It was a good moment. It's left you thinking, and that's what I feel that was good. You know, Roman was going to retain, but the bigger question was what was going to be required of Sami to join the bloodline properly. That was to take out his best friend, and he couldn't do it. Roman gets in his face, leaves Sami with literally no choice. He either drops it to the floor, knowing that Kevin Owens is going to get attacked even more, or he takes the initiative and batters him. So he does what in Sami's mind the right thing. Nia Jax is literally the female Viscera. Big person, botches, not very good, injures people. You know what? If she's actually had training in her time off, then fair play, and she doesn't botch it. But she's a blundering fool. I don't like her. Don't like how she talks. Don't like how she's presented to us. Piper Niven is a similar big lady, but is presented with us as a quality athlete who can actually wrestle. You look at Nia and you just think, why the fuck can you not be like her? Do you know what I mean? It's just mad. Uncle Howdy was not in the Rumble. He wasn't, because he fucking committed suicide. I am talking simply the Rumble, not the rest of the... Oh, you're talking about the Rumble moments. Was there any major one? Kana being the major one in the female one. I think that was a good moment. Michelle McCool coming out of the crowd when she was clearly sat at the back. I thought that was pretty cool. Got a substitution for Brighton. So Veltman's been put back into this team. Second half, so Veltman is on. Boom. There we go. Second half is underway. I'm so interested in where they are going with Jay. Yeah, it is. Having been the person, what? Maybe it's personal to himself. Maybe it's not deciding with Sami. It's maybe because he's let Sami in after. So Webster's gone off and Veltman is on. It's probably because he's let Sami in after being dead against him, and it's made him question his own judgment. Maybe that's what we've seen, because I don't know how he fits in with Sami now, because it's still weird to me that he's now the best mates with Sami all of a sudden, and Jimmy was like quick to bray the shit out of him. Oh, dodgy moments here for Liverpool, the opening seconds of his second half. Bray looked cool with the paint on him. The only time that she was remotely interesting is when she was putting Lana through a table. That was a good moment. Looked cool in the paint. Bray looked paint. LA Knight looked cool with brightly coloured pants. I think the match looked cool, and that was it for me. I just need that story explained to me, because last time we saw Uncle Howdy and Bray in the ring together or near each other, Uncle Howdy attacked Bray. So why is he taking out LA Knight all of a sudden? Just don't get it. Are they working together? Does Bray have to wear that mask for Uncle Howdy to work with him? I don't get it. Please explain. Bray versus LA Knight was where the fuck do I begin? Yeah, it's confusing as fuck, man. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna try and make out is it the best thing I've ever seen in my life, because it wasn't. The match itself was a match with neon lights, bright coloured pants, Bray looking cool in his neon face paint, which we've seen with Naomi over the years. We've seen it with Jeff Hardy. So we've seen this before, right? He's put on a new mask. We don't know who that is. I'm going to say one thing. I am going to take back what I said this morning about Days. If you actually read his caption, he does actually question that the Uncle Harper thing. Is it Uncle Harper? He does do that, so I will take that back. It's just his thumbnail, what was very misleading. If you actually read his title to his video, it wasn't. So I will take that back. My question, I just watched the Royal Rumble, says Leeds. What did you think, Leeds? What were your score? What did you take away from it? My question, who the fuck looked after the kids while she was in the Rumble? Which one are you talking about? What, Michelle McCool? Who are you talking about with the kids? Sami Zayn attacked Roman Reigns with a chair. Pop. It was good. Good little moment. You could see him questioning himself. That's what I like about it. It's them like, does he do it? Is he going to do it? Oh my God, he's going to do it. Ah. Right, play it down. Looks like a free kick to Brighton. Gap pose, getting talked to by the referee. Boo. Bliss never won. She was never winning. Dave in real life is Uncle Howdy. I wouldn't do that. I'm scared of heights, so I would have never done that jump. I would never have jumped off of that. That's for fucking sure. You try and jump from a height like that and land perfectly. It ain't happening. Yeah. There was so many cushions and stuff in that, so we didn't really get it from a perfect angle. We got it from where AEW could learn a thing or two from. Gunther looked awesome, he did. A jump from higher also hit my spot. Connor, Alexa was never winning. Of course. No, I never thought that Alexa was going to win that match. I don't think anybody did. Connor was just trying to beg for points for his fantasy league team because he's got her in it. Brighton. Oh, it's not far off. Dunk again. What was better, Sammy chair to Roman or a steel chair? Or the shield chair shot? Oh, what, in the moment? Oh, this shield chair shot. Even though I never liked the shield, but that obviously was better. Yes, Michelle Cool looked like she was there on her own, but then her kids, who were looking after them while she was in the Rumble, she'd have had somebody at the side of her. She would have had WWE representatives sat either side of her while she was in that position. Don't worry about the kids. 8.75 out of 10. The Rumble matches were great. Roman's match was great. After the match was not special. After the match, other matches were not special. Yeah, the two matches in the middle were the grey area for me, to be quite honest with you. I don't feel anything for them. The rest of the card was spot on. Maybe Howdy was aim for Brayla. It was terrible aim. I do like the theory that what came up in Days' chat, though, that he was pushed by the Firefly Funhouse characters, that they'd been plotting to kill Uncle Howdy this entire time, and he didn't do the jump, he was pushed. I do like that idea. It's a bit of fun in it. Taker was looking after the kids. He probably was there, it's just that we didn't see him. John Cena were looking after the kids. 51 minutes. Brighton have started off the brighter of the two teams in the second half. Botches happened. Big deal. Get over it. Of course. Of course. It's part of, Jericho says it best, said it best in an interview, saying he doesn't see things as botches. He just sees them as things that just happen. It's how you work with them and incorporate into the story that you're telling. So he doesn't see him as a botch because you don't predetermine everything that you do in a wrestling match. It is a lot of it's on the fly. So it could have been you could have scripted botch. So yeah, he doesn't see them as botches. He just sees them as incidents that just happen. You can't predict them. It just happens. It's how you protect yourself from injury, and it's the awareness of other wrestlers as well. If you have a look at some of the footage, you've got like Baron Corbin save people by getting his body in the way, and it's just good stuff. Didn't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. The biggest botch of the show was KO trying to do the splash in the corner. There's botches all over it. It's just that I can't remember half of it. When you read in the chat, you don't tend to look up as much. This whole time, Aldi has been trying to push Bray back into the dark. Maybe Bray with the mask on was what Howdy wanted. That's why he helped Bray. Bray match was a botch. Bray match was a massive botch. It wasn't that bad. I don't want to shit on it. It wasn't that bad. In fairness, the match itself, if you take all the neon shit out of that match, it was alright. No special. The how they did that match was what was special. What happened after Howdy jumping off the big stanchion, whatever it was. I still don't know why we got the human puppet things. Oh, opened up here. Gross with the shot. It's over. Brighton all over Liverpool in this opening exchange of the second half. So looking for Liverpool. Brighton are proper pounding on us. The biggest botch of the show. Whole time. Blah, blah, blah. Fans calling out the wrestlers for botches and mistakes like they can't do any better. Makes me laugh. It's a fact we notice it, innit? But I'm sure we can all come out at this one time in when we've got an entrance. Don't play me music yet. We haven't got the countdown right. And on my lowest goals. Still got my favourite moment of what was it, 2021. My hole, my hole, my hole, my hole, my hole. So James, I couldn't do any better. If I did, I'd find it funny. What next for Bray? Get the Uncle Howdy stuff. We're going to get a promo again. Let's just put it that way. We'll get to Friday Night SmackDown. We'll get another promo. Yay! Back to Promoville we go. To the next pay-per-view, because he's not going to wrestle on the normal TV show. Yeah, we'll have to wait for Elimination Chamber for the next Bray match. Get ready, Promo City. Oh, Liverpool with a chance. Salo getting in Gakpo's way, actually. So Gakpo having a chance, but it's spoilt by greedy Salah. So decent ball in, and it's Salah. He takes it away from Gakpo. Look at this. Gakpo's there, and it's Salah. It annoys me that we're going to go back to the supernatural crap, where you're telling me that Bray can make a lightsaber do to the head and have no damage. A lightsaber to the head. I like that analogy, actually. It was kind of... He took quite a few shots, yeah. Because he's put a mask on, he's now indestructible again. Isn't that the same as what The Fiend was? Wasn't that a story that we've already done? Oh my god. What? Wait, Rey Mysterio's still in the Rumble. He's still on his way. Still thinks it's happening. Bailey and Becky still fighting in the car park. That never ended. Let's get this party started, says Sam. Let's get it started. Let's go. Melissa is selling a kendo stick. Isn't Melissa no sense selling a kendo stick? It isn't supernatural. It was a lightsaber. Kendo stick with paint on it. Lightsaber. I'm going with what Melissa says. I'm sorry, Moldy. We've got to use the force on this one. It was up against the dark side. Bray's full on Darth Braider. Darth Wyatt. He's Darth Wyatt now. So Liverpool are bringing on the heavy artillery. Milner, Endo, and oh my god, it's Nunes. Natural stuff has its place in it has one place, and that is Impact Wrestling, James. It does not have its place in wrestling. Let's get it abundantly. Am I kidding? No, obviously Kane making the ring ropes fire, Undertaker lightning everywhere. Yeah, we've seen it before. It's not quite supernatural. It's not. We've had Matt Hardy transport from place to place in arenas. Glow like a lightsaber, therefore it is a lightsaber. So people like to hate on it, don't they? Hate on it. Sammy versus Roman. Any news on Kofi? It looked like he took a bad fall. Nothing, no reports yet. I will try and keep an eye on that. If I do see something, I will report it in the next stream. Heard that Dave, in real life, attacked Rey Mysterio. Dominic drives a hard bargain, you know. He paid me well. Still, Madcat didn't make it even into the Rumble match, and even though he was advertised. Sammy Roman WrestleMania. I don't know if they do that. No. They could do. Be interesting if they did. Any news? Kofi, if AEW started doing supernatural stuff again, people would come in all over it. Oh, you know they would. Oh, Salah. Oh, goalkeeper did well. Gatpo couldn't get his feet round it. So Gatpo and Nunes are on the pitch at the same time. Salah just couldn't get the break there. 60th minute. Oh, I thought Liverpool were going to slip in then. I don't think he got eliminated, Nick. Cody jumped over the ropes after, so technically eliminated himself. Monday Night Raw, we get Kofi versus Rey Mysterio to finish the Rumble. Imagine that. The dramatic ending of the Rumble ends up on Monday Night Raw. Wait, the Elimination Chamber number one contender, Sammy, will win. Will he? Because I think you could throw in the likes of Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Gunther, Braun Strowman is going to be up against some fucking behemoths. Because that match for the men is going to be fucking stacked. Bobby Lashley in there and Brock. Fuck me, man. That could be massive. That Elimination Chamber could add some beef in it. Happy Piper Niven has got her name back. Yep, it's brilliant. She fucking deserves it, man. Dewdrop. For fuck's sake, Vince. You're a prick. Giving her that name. What a fucking moron. Sizest bastard. There's proof of people in real life teaching themselves to feel no pain. People have cut their own fingers off in real life. Why are you using my name in vain here? It's not. There's only one in real life, and that is me. Kofi jumped on a chair, and it fell. Looked like the chair had tippled, and he banged his head. All right, okay. I need to see that back, to be honest. I haven't heard anything. Mold is right. People have to teach themselves not to feel pain, and taking a lightsaber to the head is possible. Rowan slamming KO's head off the steps was brutal. Yeah, that was a bit of a clanger. Sounded horrific. Apparently, Dave will win the Elimination Chamber against all them. Yes. Let's be honest here, Sammy is over as fuck. Of course he is. The fans love him. And rightly so. I'm so pleased for him. He's a fucking talent, you know. He's a great wrestler. He's very talented. And a great person outside the ring as well. So I'm happy for him. I hope he gets that opportunity. I really do. There's the first shot. James took brutal as fuck. We need Walter back. Now we don't. Gunther's fine. I don't mind the name Gunther, in fairness. Liverpool committing a free kick. It has just gone wayward for Liverpool here. Free kick drifted in. Can I take us down in the box? No challenge on him. Right, it's just the name, says Moldy Spoon. Logan and Ricochet. That was a good moment. Don't often say this about Logan Paul, but that was a good moment. That was unexpected. And I liked it. Thought it was pretty cool. The Rumble literally stopped for that to happen. That sucked. But it was a good spot. Did anyone watch Dazer's video on the Bray match? What did he think? I didn't watch it. I haven't had time. Literally woke up, went to the shop, and then started this stream. I haven't had time to watch, to be honest. It sounded like he loved it, to be quite honest with you. He was very excitable in his delivery of the opening line. That's all I heard. Well, guys, breaking news. Seth versus Logan on Raw. Well, ooh, please no. Gunther is not a bad name. Doudrop, however, was horrendous. Like Shorty G and Butch. Yeah, we do need Dunn back. Pete Dunn. Oh, Liverpool. Diago got taken out there. He gets back into Steele's hands. Gunther did not. Gunther is not a bad name. Oh, I've read that. If I was called Walter, it wouldn't have been Iron Man in a Rumble. Gunther is a perfect name for a monster. Yeah, Gunther is actually a name that we all know of. Not anything supernatural happened. To be fair, yeah, actually, I'm actually in accordance with that. Nothing supernatural actually happened. When you look at Alexa Bliss match, she's watched the video and then looked rather upset. So it's interesting. I want to see that play out a little bit more before I'm judgmental on it. But that wasn't supernatural. She just watched the video like everybody else did. That's all she did. And the Bray stuff, that wasn't supernatural. Nobody disappeared and vanished and popped up. He just stuck a mask on. Looks like Seth will be carrying Logan at Mania, doing the job for him. It looks like we got Logan Paul at Mania again. Look, I don't mind if he's does stuff. He has done some innovative stuff since being in WWE. I still don't really see him as a wrestler, unfortunately. I'm not going to call him a superstar. Nah, because he's not. He's still a YouTuber playing a wrestler for me. I think he's done a fantastic job, but nah, he's not somebody I give a fuck about. He's not. You're not going to get a 5-star classic out of Logan Paul. I'd fucking sue the pants of any journalist what tried to give him a fucking 5-star. I like how Bryce said it yesterday. For some, it's a sport. For others, it's a show. That's cool. That's a good statement. Triple H said in the press conference, Look, there's nobody who does spectacle better than WWE. They sell out a massive stadium last night, 51,000. They entertained 51,000 people with a spectacle. Whether you call it professional wrestling, whether you call it sports entertainment, nobody does it better on the biggest stage than WWE at a spectacle. So, call it what you like. With AEW, they do what they do to a smaller audience and they do it well. But they don't do it on the level as WWE does. They don't put on the level of show that WWE does. You never will see him as a wrestler. You hate YouTubers. He's not a wrestler though, is he, Nick? I could wear spandex and go to the ring and jump off a top rope. That doesn't make me a professional wrestler. And I've said it before, I am not being biased. I'm not just slagging off the boxers. I'm going to slag off the fucking fake wrestlers. Bad Bunny's not a professional wrestler, even though he wrestled in a match. Floyd Mayweather, definitely not a wrestler. See, you know what I mean? So how is that slagging off YouTubers? That is just saying, just because you've got a pair of spandex on doesn't make you a professional wrestler. It doesn't. He's still a fucking YouTuber. He's still... There is a clip on Twitter of somebody giving him a can of Prime. You'll never see him. Report out that Harry Kane will cost Man United 300 million fucking pounds. Fucking hell. They won't fucking pay that. No, it won't, David. It'll cost 80 to 100 as is out of contract in the summer. 300 million. I remember Dave saying, if someone had supernatural powers, how can anyone compete with them? And I agree with, yeah, of course. Yeah. If you've got somebody who's unbeatable, who's just like took a lightsaber to the head, unbeatable, and didn't get phased, how are you beating him? How are you going to do that? How are you going to beat that person? People need to remember that so many of types of wrestling is out there. It caters for everyone. Everyone is going to like everything, but still needs to be for everyone. Yeah, I get that. Don't get me wrong. Look, I feel like Impact's got that kind of audience. I mean, you've killed wrestlers, for God's sake. I feel that Impact is that perfect place for that. It's a small little company. You're able to do them kind of cinematic stuff, which is fine if you like that. AEW caters for wrestling. So it makes me laugh when they try and do sports entertainment when they're supposed to be catering for wrestling. WWE is pure sports entertainment. That's what it's there for. It's what it says on the tin. It doesn't make you a professional wrestler, but it makes you a wrestler. It just makes you a performer. Let's get it correct. Performer. Logan Paul is a performer. He ain't a superstar. He ain't a wrestler. He's a performer. He's paid to do a job. He's learnt the basics. Fair play. He's learnt the basics. Well done. There's people what have trained for fucking years to be in the position they are. Oh, Brighton so close to getting the winner here. Jesus Christ. It'd be more like 85 million. Take her. Moldy Spoon, take. It's 2023. Unfortunately, he isn't a fake wrestler. I didn't say he was a fake wrestler. I said he was a performer. It's supposed to be a new week's training. You're a wrestler. It exposed that, yeah, a few weeks training don't make you a professional wrestler. People have been training their entire lives. It's only going to take Logan Paul one fuck up to fuck up a professional wrestler's life. And that's what I'm going to say about that. It's going to take one fuck up. And he will, because he's not a professional. He's a YouTuber performing as a wrestler. Come back in 10 years, wrestler. It's like these guys pretending to be boxers. They're not professional. They're just boxing. They're not professional boxers. James, that is why I said to an extent, just because it depends on how far it goes. If it's out of contract, then why would he cost 300 million? You just get him on a free. Could say it'd be his wages, wouldn't it, if he's out of contract? Kane has one more year on his deal. AEW is much sports entertainment as WWE is. There's only two true pro wrestling companies out there, and that is New Japan and AAA. Yeah, of course they are. But what I'm going to say about that is that AEW pretend that they're all about pro wrestling. They pretend that it's, oh, we're just pro wrestling us. And then you have Chris Jericho and MJF doing a singing and a dance fucking number. Mambosa matches. It's like, fuck me, AEW. Be who you are. Don't lie about. They said they were going to be a sports oriented where wins and losses counted. Slight dig at WWE, obviously. But then when they're doing that with Jericho, it's like, fuck off, man. £220 million transfer fee. Then you could have got an agent fee. Yeah, we don't count in the agent fees to the overall cost of a soccer player, football player. David Paul, you're going too far into it, mate. It's not. We're not NFL. We don't have to take all that into account. The deal on the table will be the deal. What is paid. We don't go into what extent of the agents and all that shit. That does not get publicised here in the UK. You're not going to find that information out. Only information what gets found out about an English transfer is how much they pay for the player. This is not NFL. This is not NBA where you get to find out all the ins and outs, who the agent is and all that bollocks. You don't. The fee is the fee. The add-ons do not get discussed. So you might be saying £300 million, but it's bollocks. Absolute bullshit. They'll get the agent will get about 10% of whatever earnings the footballer gets from the transfer. What about it's not only the professional boxers but wrestlers out there, right? Hope you know there are such things as semi-pro and amateur. If they were amateurs, they would have the full head guards on, and they have to be trained in a certain way to be amateur boxers. These YouTubers, where's their head guards? Half of them are not wearing head guards. Some of them have 2 weeks of training, like we've seen before. Logan Paul wear an head guard? Does Jake Paul wear an head guard? Does KSI wear an head guard? No, they don't. So, amateur, they wear head guards. There's a massive difference. Absolutely massive, massive difference. Kane will be like 30, no way. Anything could pay in 300 transfer. 80 to 85 is more realistic. I think David Paul's getting into the league way too much into the transfer dealing. 300 million for a player of... Nah, it's not going to happen. They don't even fucking pay that for fucking Messi or Ronaldo. Why, Buddy Mbappe's only 200 million to buy out of in contract. I'm a professional arsehole. You are all amateurs. Strict pro wrestling doesn't draw as much as sports entertainment. That's why Tony Khan switched AEW up. Logan is an amateur and semi-pro in professional world. I agree, but he is not a professional. But guys, still he's a performer. He's not a wrestler. He's not a wrestler, dude. What he does is spots, and he does them well. That don't make you a wrestler. That doesn't. It's not the same thing, mate. I'm sorry, I totally disagree with what you're saying. He is not a wrestler. He's a performer. He does high spots. That is all he does, and he heavily relies on the opponent to carry him. Good at spots, no question about that. But that does not. That makes you a stuntman. He's a glorified stuntman. Wrestling coming great just because you see him as I don't just see him as a YouTuber. I see him as a non-wrestler. He's a celebrity. It's like Hugh Jackman when he came into WWE for that short period. It's like Steve Amell. They're not wrestlers. They're a celebrity. That's it. They're not wrestlers. You don't get it, man. Do you count Bad Bunny as a wrestler then? He's had 2 matches. Is he a wrestler, or is he an R&B singer? Do you see him as a professional wrestler? It's a question. He's not a wrestler though, Nick. Performer. He does spots. Stuntman. That's not wrestling. It's not the same. He's a celebrity wrestler. Look at it this way. I'm technically a semi-pro. I have turned national rugby team at level. I just get paid too, but I played amateur club rugby, so it's definition from semi-pro to rugby player. My stomach hates me today, says Sam. It still all comes down to you not wanting YouTube. It doesn't come down to me not wanting YouTubers. If he was doing it professionally and he does it for a long time and he can do it safely without injuring another pro wrestler what has been doing it their entire lives without YouTube or without any other influence, then fine. But he's new to it. He's not had that much training. He's not a superstar. He's not a professional wrestler. He is acting like one. He's heavily relying on other people to perform. WWE right now are just spinning off his name as a YouTuber. Let's be honest. Logan Paul is in the position, not because his ability as a wrestler or performer, it's because he's his fucking YouTube rev and his audience. That's all WWE give a flying fuck about, pal. Trust me. They don't give a fuck about Logan Paul as the person. He is there purely because of name and name only. Like Ronda Rousey. She's there for name. Doesn't matter what she does in the fucking ring. Me and my eldest brother at a professional wrestling matches and our parents' bed when we was little. Does that make us professional wrestlers? Hell yeah. Hell no. I agree with that, Mouldy. That sounds like Jimmy. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. You can argue about it all at once. Ferguson with a chance. Bounces off of Canate. This is going to replay. I'm going to get a point. Because I put this down as a draw. It's a lot better performance by Liverpool, by the way. We're still locked at 1 apiece. We've still got a fantastic game to come later on, which is Wrexham Sheffield United, and we'll probably continue this conversation. He's slagging off Logan Paul. He's slagging off you, my favourite YouTubers, Dave. I'm not slagging off anybody, but I refuse to see these people who are clearly not professional, who are clearly doing it for profit. Sorry, I'm just not on the bandwagon with it. People like Misfits, fine. You can like it. It doesn't make it a professional boxing company. It doesn't make it legit. It's not legit. Liverpool, oh. They're calling for a free kick here. And they're going to have VAR. Look at it. Plays continued for Liverpool. Is it 50-50? Endo. Oh. Could ask for an handball there. There's McAllister down. There were so many wrestlers that wrestle after a year training. No one bats an eyelid. So many wrestlers who are we who are we talking about? Who's the classic case of somebody what's wrestled only a year and who was on top of the tree? I mean, who's the classic case of that? You just hate YouTubers. I am a fucking YouTuber, so I must hate myself. I must hate myself. No, I just don't. No, I just don't like Logan Paul. And I refuse to call him a wrestler. I just refuse. That's personal to me. You want to call him a wrestler, do whatever, but I'm not. He's a performer, that's it. He's a YouTuber pretending to be a wrestler, that's my opinion. That's it. I'm pretending to be a YouTuber. Let's put it, be honest, I'm pretending to be a YouTuber. Just an ordinary person. Can we get back to the football? I am bored of this conversation. Didn't say the guy from Arrow have years of training, then wrestled Christopher Daniels in New Japan. Don't really know about Steve Amell, to be quite honest. I knew he was a massive wrestling fan. I still see him as a celebrity, though. I don't see him as a professional wrestler. I see him as a TV star. I don't give a fuck. Andy Kaufman, the comedian. Do you see him as a professional wrestler, even though he did professional wrestling for a short time? No, I see him as a comedian. That's that's what his job was. So you don't see Andy Kaufman, who wrestled females, had one proper match with Jerry the King Lawler. You don't see him as a professional wrestler because he wasn't. Kurt Angle at the start, but Kurt Angle had amateur wrestling. He had an amateur wrestling background, so did Brock Lesnar. Can't really count that. I'm sorry, you can't really count that. Yeah, amateur wrestling is a stepping stone where you move into professional wrestling. So Andy did ECW and indie shows way before he got into WWE. So I refuse to accept that. Shayna Baszler had lots of training. She was down in ROH before she got into NXT. So she'd been around for a while. So no, I refuse. I kind of refuse that. Braun Breaker, I'm sure he's had training. He hasn't just shown up. He's been training in the background for years, and he's got wrestling family. So it's in his DNA. He's been probably training since he was 16. So I refuse to take that one. Totally. It's the same conversation every stream. Yeah, it is, because Nick always doesn't like it because I don't have his opinion on it. And I won't. I won't have the opinion on it. They're not wrestlers. They're just performers. They're celebrities. The job they did before outshines what they're doing now. Logan Paul is not a wrestler. He's a YouTube star. He's a boxer 1 minute. He's a YouTube star the next. He sells Prime. There you go. Dave, I am watching the game right now. Well done, Jesse. What do you think of the game? 5 minutes left. Fabinho's just been on the pitch and got a yellow card. Oh, let's have a look at this. It is. Ooh. Takes him from behind. Oh, he done. He actually proper trips him. Oh, it's right at the back of the leg. That could be a red card, you know, if VAR want to get nasty. Lawrence Taylor had one match against Bam Bam Bigelow. Does that make him a professional? He got a main event as well. Braun Breaker was playing college football. Started wrestling training end of 2019. Sure, he were doing wrestling before then, dude. Come on. Rock was doing college football. Ron Simmons was famous for his football career. Bill Goldberg, Baron Corbin all played college football. What's your point? What is your point, dude? No, it's just because you bring it up every week. I don't necessarily. I have a joke, and then we end up into an argument. Look, I just don't think Logan Paul's a wrestler. It's as simple as that. That's where this all stemmed from. No, James, it does make him an amateur. It's not an amateur wrestler. Do you know what an amateur wrestler is? Collegiate. When was Logan Paul a collegiate wrestler? Fucking wasn't. Amateur wrestling is totally different to fucking professional wrestling. He's not a fucking amateur. Oh, it's serious for the Brighton player. This added minutes. Yeah, it's just talking. It's a nasty injury to the back of his leg. It's just unfortunate. It is just totally mistimed. I don't really feel there was any malicious intent. It was a dangerous one, yeah, but I don't think he's gone into it with the intent of hurting him. Could be completely wrong. That's up to VAR if they want to change that yellow to a red. Ballyhoo to you, William Ency. Weapons of mass seduction. How you doing, dude? Hope you're well. What were your thoughts on the Rumble? Did you get to watch it? What your thoughts? How did Dave's chat react? It's a good question, because I know William would have been in that chat last night. So we've got Undiv on. We have got the player departing. CBA is for his lol. When Dave's mindset, you can't change it. No, because you shouldn't be able to. The whole point of having a constructive argument is not being able to be swayed. I won't be swayed. Even if my opinion's wrong, I should not be swayed. You should not be swayed. Is this not about me saying you're right, I'm wrong, blah blah blah? You know what I mean? Or I'm right, you're wrong. It's not about that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't see Logan Paul as a wrestler. I see him as a celebrity playing as a wrestler. Same with Steve Amell. Same with anybody what is known outside of WWE for their careers. Bad Bunny, not a wrestler. How is he? Oh, he did a Canadian Destroyer. That actually took the other guy to do the Canadian Destroyer. All Bad Bunny had to do was jump. He did fuck all in that move. The Canadian Destroyer is all about the person receiving it, not the person giving it. Kevin Green played for NFL. He trained at WCW Power Plant. People have been sent off for fouls like that, and for less. Fabinho is lucky. That's all it is. It's luck. We have VAR. They could have looked into that. Dunk has got the player of the match. This has been a draw. How about David Arquette, actor? He even played a wrestler in a movie. I don't see him as a wrestler. He has tried to get back into professional wrestling after. Another player down, yellow card to Robinson this time. He's got dirty all of a sudden. Still don't think there's any malicious intent with this. He's going for the ball. It's just late. How much Liverpool paid VAR, because that should have been a red. Same amount as Man United pay their VAR people. I don't know. The outcome of all this is Dave hates YouTubers, and he still thinks it's to stick to your lane and never. No, I didn't say that. No. I have no problem with YouTubers doing other stuff, right? But to call them professional at that other stuff is a joke. KSI, singer, songwriter, fine, that's cool. He's not a professional singer or songwriter. He's just a singer-songwriter. How is he a professional? Why? What would that make anybody? That means Mr. Blob is a professional fucking singer. You know what I mean? The Teletubbies are professional singers. Because you know what I mean? It's just annoying. Actors come wrestler. Brighton have done it. They have knocked Liverpool out of the FA Cup. There you go. Rapture for you guys what's thought that Thingy should have been sent off. It doesn't matter now because Brighton have done it. They have cost Liverpool. Liverpool can't come back from this. Fourth round hoodoo has come back to curse Mr. Klopp. See, arguing has just ended up with my team getting beat again. Amazing. Right, how did that fucking... Yowie, wowie. What's that? It was Matoma, wasn't it? I'm going to have to knock the chat off. My phone did something stupid then. Nah, Liverpool going out of the FA Cup. Not a surprise to me. And 2 minutes, boom. Nah, Liverpool are not being good enough. Let's let Let's sort that up. Oh, they are looking at this as VAR. Is Liverpool going to get VAR, Jack? Right, I've got it still there. I will leave it at that for now. I haven't got a correction on my phone yet. Well, here's a VAR check, apparently. Surely they've got to give this. Onside, they're giving it. They've given it. Well done to Brighton. I'm not disgusted about this. Liverpool don't deserve to go through half at time. Wait, what the fuck? VAR? No, it's alright. It's got given. Logan Paul, amateur wrestler in Chicago, college for a few years, wrestled in his high school, amateur. He didn't have YouTube, but besides the Olympics, it's a similar path to Kurt. All right, okay. Doesn't make him a professional wrestler though. That's the case on point that I'm trying to get to. Braun Breaker's technically not a professional wrestler yet. He's still in NXT, which is developmental. So your point's not proven. If we save it, I'd be saying the same if it was United player did that. I would say it was a dangerous, but lucky. Yeah, no, I've got no doubt about it. I'm not sugarcoating Fabinho's challenge. He is lucky to still be on the pitch, but the result has kind of sorted that out. Fair play. Liverpool have not been the best. Liverpool have got a lot of things to change. We need to argue more often so Liverpool lose more and more. They lose on their own without me fucking arguing, mate. Good finish the Brighton goal, yeah, well. Matoma has been on fire in front of goal lately. Liverpool are just not. Liverpool never got into second gear in this game. It's a shame, but it's not a shame for Brighton. Brighton have looked good. Liverpool, don't know what's going to change at Liverpool to sort this out, to be honest. Real Madrid now is Champions League is all we've got. Not excited for it. It says a lot about Liverpool's season. Klopp's got a lot to do. There's just question marks again over this Liverpool team. Since when has fucking Brighton been the team to beat? Yeah, I'm literally gutted, to be right honest with you, but what can I do? Liverpool being shit as usual. Ball whipped in. I was being brave by putting a draw. Did anyone go for Brighton? You know what? Connor, I think, went for a 1-1 draw. I think a few people might have gone. People what generally just hate Liverpool went for Brighton. I'm not surprised people went for Brighton because they are the better team. This season, they have been the better team against the majority of the teams in the Premier League. So I'm not. This is not like any humiliation or anything. This actually was a better performance than Liverpool did in the league. Looking forward to Jonathan Morley video later. There you go. Final score: Liverpool out in the fourth round yet again. FA Cup winners beaten by Brighton 2-1. Boom. Scott, right, wrong team. Melissa Im and Paddy Murphy on clowns. I know, but I enjoy watching them melt down. There you go. That is the end result. What can I say? What can I say to that? Brighton just been the better team against Liverpool this season. That's 3-3 draw at the start of the season. They beat us 3-0 at Brighton. Now they've knocked us out of the FA Cup. What can I say? What can I say about it? Absolutely fuck all, I think. I'm not going to join the bandwagon and get Klopp out. That's bollocks. FSG need to fuck off. That's the bandwagon I'm on. They need to go fucking do one. We need massive change at Liverpool, and it's the players. We need rid of Chamberlain. We need rid of Keita. We need Milner to go into management or something, or training, and not be on the pitch. We just need something in that midfield what's worth fighting for. Is the draw on the next round today, Dave? I think it'll be in the Wrexham Sheffield United game, which is later on tonight. We're back 5 o'clock, I think, is that one. No, 5:30. We're back live. I think, no, 4 o'clock. It's 4. No, what am I talking about? 4 o'clock, we're back live. Man United, Liverpool. Liverpool need 3 midfielders and a centre back in the summer. We just need change, mate. That's what's up with us. That midfield is not great. I like Thiago. Elliott's all right. We're missing Jota. We're missing Diaz. That's not good enough for me. Yes, they're coming back, but the season's fucked. The season's fucked. What's the point of these players coming back when there's nothing for them to come back for? Klopp has fucked up, in my opinion. This bullshit about, we're not buying players in to blah, blah, blah. You've got to fucking buy players in when the season's fucking gone, when your players are still out injured. Get people in on fucking loan, you knobhead. Get them on loan. Then you can send them fucking back to the clubs when the players are fit. He's sacrificed this season. He has sacrificed it. For what? Next season, we're not playing Champions League football. Next season, we could be playing fucking conference. I mean, I want us to fuck up big time now because I don't want it. I don't want us in Europe next season. I want us to concentrate on the fact that we need to get this fucking team right to be able to compete in the cup competitions and in the league again. We have been poor because we've been complacent. We were cocky. We had a fantastic season last season. The effects of that this season have rolled on. We didn't find a decent replacement for Mane or somebody what was fit enough to take that place. Yes, Diaz could have been that replacement for Mane, but he's injured. Jota was the replacement for Mane, injured. We've been unlucky, but that's not the excuse. The excuse is that plan B. There's not a fucking plan B. There never was a plan B. Why the summer? Still a couple of days. He won't spend, Melissa. They won't give him the money. Still rumblings of Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, because he didn't go to Chelsea, did he? Still rumbles of that, but fucking, it's all bollocks. It's newspaper talk at the minute. I don't see another transfer coming into Liverpool. We need it to salvage something from this fucking god-awful season, but we're not going to get it. Because Klopp is just, we'll just wade through the shit. It's my 7th year. Fucking Udo. You can't keep living like that. You can't. Where's he going to go to? Another club and do the exact same thing again? need to be smarter, need to be wiser. We need to have fucking got the players in when they had the opportunities to do so to cater for this. Endo's not getting any younger. Fabinho's not getting any younger. Milner's is in great shape, but he's not the saviour of Liverpool, I'm afraid. The midfield is past it. Only Thiago and Fabinho are top quality. Get people in, salvage a season. You can still win Champions League and qualify for the Champions League. Yeah, we could do, but we're not going to do it. We're going to wait for Jota to come back. We're going to wait for Luis Diaz to come back. And by the time we're waiting, the season's dead. It's gone. They're not going to be back for Real Madrid. So the draw is the FA Cup draw is before tomorrow's game, is it? Oh, we're live for that anyway. Sam, yay, PO1. Dave, have to go and live with another football game. Yes, we have to go. Right, I am going to shut down the stream. We've got like half an hour before the next stream starts. That is over on BBC One, I believe. Shit. So we're going to go to Wrexham next. I'm going to try and sort out the chat for that. Good luck with me. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to shut this stream down before we get a little bit too carried away. Right, I'll see you all in about half an hour time at 4 o'clock for the next game, guys. Yeah, sadly, Liverpool are out. Congratulations to Brighton. They're through to the 5th round. Gutted, yes, but we move on. Wrexham, Sheffield United next. So I'll catch you in the next one. See you in about half an hour. I've been Dave in Real Life Football. You guys have been awesome. Bye.